Everyone, welcome to Crossroads.
Today I'm doing a circular route from Crossroads in West Yorkshire to a place called Harden, hence the name Harden Fast, then down to Bingley, and then back around basically to Crossroads. It's a break from the usual thing I'd normally do, which is normally kind of multi-day trips, but as I'm now starting to prep for hopefully my trip to Ireland over the summer, I'm going to do a double coast to coast. I thought I'd treat you to some of the trails around West Yorkshire. This is the busiest part of it, kind of a lot of road, but to be honest, most of the route is quite rural, small country lanes, single track, gravel, etc. Once you get past this bit. The route is just around 13 miles long, 20 kilometres, 1,500 feet in elevation gain, or 461 metres, and we're about 302 metres above sea level at the highest point, so it's a little bit lumpy, but nice. Given the long hard winter we've had, it is nice now to see that spring has finally sprung. So let's get onto the trails.
There is a bit of road on this route, but not a lot. I'm up from Crossroads, onto the past a bit of traffic. We're now on some single track. It's very freely, it's a mix of everything. It's a little track, old farm track with gravel on it, so I'll call it gravel. Convertibles. Do you know that the UK seems to have more convertibles per head of population than any other country? And yet look at the weather. This was an old railway line between Keighley and Halifax, affectionately known as the Alpine route back in the day, given all the hills and the tunnels. Afraid you don't get to go through any tunnels, I think they're all sealed in. A friend of mine who was a bit of a local historian said that during World War II they used to hide a lot of munitions in the old tunnels around here, so bombs and artillery shells and stuff. So luckily if there was a bombing raid, this is quite rural, so the Luftwaffe might have been aiming for the centre of Bradford. The odds of them landing a bomb out here are not zero, but you know, actually finding or spotting any of the munitions dumps would be quite hard. And this is Hewenden Viaduct, 376 yards long and 154 feet high.
I'll move forward now and get you a better view of it.
As I mentioned, there's a little bit of road on this route, but mostly quiet country roads. Here is the viaduct from a different way. Alright. Yeah, enough out of you. Yeah, thanks for that. We are just coming up to something that is affectionately known as the Wilsden Steps. Let's see why in a minute. And it's with the word steps involved. Trust me, even on an e-bike, I'm not brave enough to make it up here. So, I've seen a few riders make it up here. One that did an amazing job because he was kind of bunny hopping up the last stone, which was impressive. Sure, this is a lot easier on the way down. But interestingly, I always tackle this route in this direction for some strange reason or other. I've done it once or twice the other way. It does feel like a completely different route. That last single track descent is obviously not as nice, but taking it uphill. Here we go. These are the steps that they won't look at in the camera, but these are quite impressive too. I was very impressed with somebody using a lot of pseudo trial bike skills to get up. Braver and a better man than me. Lovely day for it. Did see that lady with the dog leads, and just wonder where the dog is. And and just joking, but I might try and speed up the video down here to make it look like I've attached it full send, or attached it full send. Truth be told, that would go nice gingerly. Oh, going through the village at Harden. We're doing Wilsden Old Road to avoid all the traffic. Yes, okay, more traffic. Now we're into St. Ives Park. Erin's family on this, and they kind of opened it up for people to come in. It's a nice lake that Carmen used to walk around. Hiya. Thanks for that. Thank you very much.
Good bout.
Now, once again, you won't see how steep this is. There's a bit of a mare, and the only time I've ever made it the whole way up here was when it was a bit of Goldilocks. So the soil was damp enough to be not dusty, and it was want of a better word, enough grip, and it wasn't so damp that it was slippy.
Right, anyway. Obviously talking too much and not concentrating on what I'm doing. So now Shanks's pony. Shanks's mare.
Welcome to St. Ives. A nice pond off that way. Nice walk around it. Seems an now charge for parking. And if NHS hospitals can do this, so I can't anyone. Coffee shop. Oh no, I don't work for Yorkshire Tourist Board, by the way, but never know. We can submit this as a application for funding. Bingley, St. Ives Golf Club. There's a way to go up to the left to get the water going, but I'm going to go down and try a nice downhill and then go to the Hall of Walter Lane, which still on Alter Lane. See one of these kick-ups. Hiya. Camera really doesn't capture this, man. Probably over halfway up Alter Lane now, starting to flatten out. The last leg of this is fairly flat, sometimes really muddy. If you do ever come up here and you want to ride this route, you can go that way where the car is, Blantyre livery, but they have put a gate there, and it is a bridle pathway much of the way, but there is a section of footpaths where you should really walk. That section is, I don't know, maybe 300-400 yards. It's the last bit, goes through a couple of fields and brings you out where this will bring you out anyway. I'll point it out when we get there. But as this is all bridle path, it's a bit easier. It's harder, but it's also easy to climb over a couple of fences. Coming down here, there is a little cut here. It's a little shiny inlet after the road sign. Not easy to spot normally, easy to cycle past. And then we're back on. Sneaking back here.
Yes, I'll never make it up here. I think I need to man up and get more momentum.
Glorious day. Seeing the signs there for dogs that kept on leads. I think it's right. Be keeping your dog under control. The sheep around, the lambing season's around the corner. And I think last time I spoke to a butcher, it was £380 for a lamb. So if you cause a lamb to die because you end up with a heart attack because your dog chases it, or cause a ewe to give birth early, and that kills the lamb. It's quite a lot of Crossroads farmer. So, and then given it's their land. So this is where, as I mentioned earlier, you'd come out. You came through the fields, you'd come out on the second gate here on the right. Public footpath, pedestrians only, so you can walk your bike for that first 200-300 yards, and then it is a bridle pathway. But this is a bit easier. Some might even say better. You don't have to go over to stiles with your bike, especially if it's an e-bike. I'll turn to the gym before I start attempting that one. Ooh, this is the guide in, which I'm hoping is going to reopen soon, because they seem to shut it to build that front porch, and then they seem to have forgotten to reopen it as they were building the summer room off to the side. And there is more paint in there than there is sauces and condiments, so I presume it's not open quite yet. If you're the local dads and I come up here on a weekday night during the summer and do this route, and then definitely feel like you deserve the beer afterwards. It's a good spot to drop off that. Nice views. That must be teasing, he was smelling. This is Capitals. This is where we actually started off, just down this road, so on full circuit of more or less the Harden Fast. I think he went online and found there's a few little variations to it. Good route, about 14 miles in total. 13 probably actually from here. I will work out what it is in kilometres. Back to Crossroads. Hope you enjoyed the ride.